So this is going to be, I assume, the end of the game. I don't know how much is left. I would imagine at least a good chunklet of game is left. Great way to start. Which is good because I don't have too much to talk about. Besides basically One Piece. Oh my. Oh my. But yeah, Netflix One Piece. I only watched the first episode yesterday. And then after stream, I'm like, you know what? Let's watch the second one. They put everything out. Let's watch it. It was really good. I couldn't stop watching it after the second episode. And I don't think I have too much to say about it because it's just really good. If I had to put a number on it, I'd give it probably... It's tough. I'd give it probably either a 8 or a 9. It's up there. I think if... And I wouldn't even be against someone who's like, it's a 10 out of 10. I could totally see it being a 10 out of 10. There's just a handful of things I think that maybe like kind of irk it a little bit to maybe a slightly lower than perfect score. I know early on when they kind of just like started showing it, Luffy wearing shoes was kind of a big deal. It's obviously he wears sandals all the time. And I didn't really have a problem with that. But when I was watching it, the problem it kind of gave me was it made One Piece feel too modern when it's kind of vaguely old-timey in the manga and anime. But like there's also weirdly futuristic stuff, so I don't know. But for me it's kind of more so like just like sea fantasy, like Pirates of the Caribbean. What the heck? How do I do this? So that's one. Like I swear, like spoiler alerts, when they do the Sanji flashback and it's young Sanji, he's just wearing like Converse. And I'm like, this, like, usually people in One Piece just wear boots or something, or sandals. That's it. It's one or the other. Except for, like, current One Piece where it's... Like, the only exception is basically Frankie, who's a robot. But even that is, like, kind of explained why, like, there's robots in this weird era. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to think about, and it pointed out things in One Piece where I didn't really want them pointed out. So that's something weird. It didn't take away from the show, but it made me think about things I didn't want to think about. What's another thing? Some of the acting, it's not that it was bad, but I think they like went a little too close to how the anime handled it instead of maybe doing their own thing. Because I'm like, oh, this is like anime acting. I kind of wish they kept it a little more realistic in some parts. That's maybe another gripe. But besides that, it was honestly a great watch. It was better than anything Disney Plus has put out. I'll tell you that for free. Netflix actually putting out something that like is worth it. And I can kind of understand why they upped their price, because I'm like not gonna stay subscribed to Netflix. So it kind of makes, it's not like consumer positive, but it's kind of, you know, it makes sense in their business scheme where they basically just make bingeable shows. So like just having people like leave and come back and just upping the price a bit, it kind of makes sense. Like people are complaining, but ain't nobody paying for Netflix all year round. Unless you're Mr. Moneybags. So I'll probably watch the shows I want within the month, and then we'll be out of there. I forgot they had Starship Troopers on Netflix, and it's still there. So I'm definitely going to be watching that. What else did they have? They still have Austin Powers. I didn't check for Shrek, though. Also, I don't have a VPN. You think, man, if I can't afford Netflix all year round, I certainly can't afford a VPN. But yeah, definitely a good watch. I actually am very excited for next season. Well, I don't even know if I'm just assuming another season. Like, Netflix needs kind of a big show. You know, since Stranger Things has basically run its course. Yeah, obviously it would kind of have to open up with Chopper, since he's the next crew member. This is how I feel they would do it. I feel like it would be like 4 episodes to set up Chopper and Vivi. And then like the next 4 episodes would just be like all Alabasta. And I don't think that's like cutting, you know, the time too short. Because the way it's kind of formatted, if you haven't watched it, it's really sort of a retelling of One Piece without the filler. It's kind of like Dragon Ball Z Kai, but like way more effort. Like they cut all the stuff that's like not really important and only keep the good story elements that really, you know, progress the characters along. So you could totally do just like the Chopper Wapple, I forget the name of the island. You could do that in like 2 episodes. And then just like set up the Baroque Works kind of stuff in another 2 episodes. If even that, you could totally do that even in 1. And then just like set up Alabasta for like the rest of the season. And it would totally work. What? Sends out Jet Jaguars? Oof, that sucks. Oh, that makes it a little more difficult. I didn't know we had that many arms. Cheater. Oh, he's mega cheating. Whatever, we've somehow recovered. Yeah, it was just it was really great. And I think it will set the standard for live action like anime adaptations. I don't know why that word was a little bit tricky for me to say there. But I am playing a video game. Yeah, it was great. And the music is great. I'm definitely already adding some of it to Spotify. And I think it would be, I think it'll be the kind of go-to One Piece thing after, you know, the series ends. Because it'll be obviously the manga and the anime. And then it's like, well, where am I going to get my One Piece? Oh, Netflix is still running the One Piece show. And then we'll have that for another couple years. And then we'll all be dead. Guy, cut me some slack. I think it gets a little more tricky. Again, it's kind of like, because Oda's involved with it, I think he's basically like, he knows what's important, what kind of needs to be in this, you know, told at what point in the story, when. I seriously don't think the Netflix show would have worked if he wasn't involved like so heavily. Well, I don't know how heavily, but I think he had to approve basically everything. No! Don't restart me. Thank you. Because yeah, when it, like, even thinking of until like words, even thinking about like what happens like for Skypiea and like obviously Water 7, Enos Lobby and all that, you know, kind of getting that all cohesive. Oh, what was that? It? I know your secret.
Yeah.
Playing Dreamcast?
Yo!
Well, that was Bomb Rush. Oh. It was a great time. I think it was a nice little game, nice little throwback to a genre of yesteryear that may possibly be in the near future. But if it's not happening, I don't know when we're gonna get another graffiti-esque. I don't know, like I don't even know what to call this genre. It's definitely a platformer, but it's like wheel-based momentum platformer. I don't know what to call it. A jet set like. Because it's such a niche thing. Wasn't expecting the story to be kind of so dark-ish. But obviously it had lighter tones. But like people getting killed in the streets? Didn't happen. No, that didn't happen in Bomb. It happened in Bomb Rush. Didn't happen in Jet Set. Maybe it happened in Future. I don't know. But there's definitely stuff to unlock and still to do. Obviously collectibles and outfits and all that. I'm not going to stream that because it's basically just going to be wandering around until I guess it's all got. Devs have said there's not going to be any DLC, so I'm not holding my breath for like another map or something. And it looks like the modding scene is already going nuts with it. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of mods for it. Like, I think there's already a multiplayer mod. Yeah, fingers crossed for Jet Set 3. What else is there? Kind of a long wait for this game, but I think it was worth it. It was not supremely long. It's long enough, and it's sweet enough to be worth it. I think it was definitely worth it. I've definitely talked about games where we played through the whole things, and I'm like, man, this game was $80 and wasted my time. This game was $40 and is definitely packed with $40 worth of content. If not more. But yeah, I guess Team Reptile would probably just move on to their next game. I have no clue what it would be. So it seems like they can just do whatever they want. But I'll be keeping an eye on them. And I'm sure it'll be good.